Hello, this is Gary Wishon, the Happy Heathen. Thanks to a comment in one of my comment sections, I feel the need to have to restate my disgust for theism. I've always been an anti-theist from the moment I've read my first history book. I was a deist only because I have a knack for mental gymnastics until I woke up. But no level of mental gymnastics can ever make me a theist. Here's why. Back in the day, in ancient Greece, a farmer comes across a massive fucking leg. This freaks him out. He goes to the Olympus god's temple and shows him the leg. Well, the temple priests look at that and say, obviously that's a Titan leg. They go back to the farmer's field. They find what looks like a prehistoric battlefield of gods. They see what looks like Cyclops. They see the remains of what looks like a fucking dragon. Of all sorts of creatures and deities that perished. But thanks to Adrian Mayer's book, The First Fossil Hunters, we know exactly what they found. Dinosaur bones. But while up until they were proven wrong, they really rejoiced in absolute evidence of their faith. The Abrahamic faiths would love to have something of substance to fucking point to. And say, shut up, atheists, look, absolute proof. No, what do they have? They have word games and old book. And if that's all they ever did was do their little word games in their mosque and or church, I wouldn't care. I would absolutely not give a flying fuck. I would defend your right to go to your mosque or to go to your church. Hell, I still do in many ways. But that's not enough for the zealots. The zealots hide behind the moderates and say, look, we're not all crazy. And then comes a Bugs Bunny parade of psychopathy. Just look at the 2016 presidential candidates. In America, Christianity is like a wounded animal. Dangerous as all hell. Look at the freedom of religious bills on the state level. Look at fucking Rick Santorum saying there is freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. I'm supposed to respect that. Fuck that. Fuck him. Fuck their history of tormenting people into committing suicide because they're gay. Follow that? Never. Islam. My prosecution of Islam can start and stop with the way they treat their women. Slaves would be a step up from being a wife. Now, I know I can imagine Islamic world is like America in that we have more enlightened areas than others. It's like comparing New York to rural Georgia or Alabama. Huge culture shock. But in the Islamic world, if you're raped, you can be killed because you were raped. No. I'm not going to be quiet about that. I'm not going to be quiet about fucking ISIS. If you want to be angry, you want to get fucking to the point of tears, look up bare naked Islam. Kids playing with severed heads. Christianity's nut jobs versus Islam nut jobs. Islam has the body count that is staggering. There's no equation there. You can't equate Christian terrorists compared to Islam. They just kept it to themselves. They just fucking stopped using the moderates as shields. The moderates just wake up to the fact that Islam, I'm talking to you liberals, is a religion, not a race. It's not racist to be against Islam. Extremists. Also, I'll end the video with this. John Oliver last week's Tonight, when he just beat the shit out of Robert Tilton's, exposed everything he fucking does. There's one thing I don't think anyone caught on to. This is a glimpse at Robert Tilton's psychopathy. You enter into a financial agreement with Robert Tilton. You give him money and he gives you oil. He's giving you oil. What is another word for oil? You give money to someone and he gives you lube. He's telling you he's fucking you. Oh, how do people fall for this shit? I mean, there is a blowback. There is a blowback. I mean, look at how people finally get fed up with the Abrahamic faith, and what comes up next? Scientology? Close but no cigar. Hell, in fucking Australia, I hear that there's a church of Star Wars, the Force, 70,000 adherents to that. Oh, mankind's need for escapism is so staggering in its scope. I'm supposed to respect that. Keep my mouth shut when the obscenities come out. Never, ever will I do that. More to come. I'm not done with this subject yet. Videos down below. Goodbye.